You have the power to redefine your reality. And allow me, if you will, to take us back in time a little. My husband and I both had 6-figure jobs, house on the lake, overseas vacations. You get the picture. From the outside, it was a life that others envied. But inside, I was miserable. I was drinking every day to numb the pain, buying more stuff to fill the void. And then one day, I was working from my home office, and thanks to COVID, my husband was working at the dining table. Sound familiar, right? And he called me out and asked me to help him with something. And as I walked over, I saw a message on his computer. It said, "I love you, I can't wait to see you." And he wasn't chatting with me. Yeah. So I gave myself permission to say enough is enough. It was time for me to redefine my reality. Truthfully, I'd been unhappy for years, and I'd been selling myself out for the illusion of safety and security that my marriage offered. I knew that I needed to change something, and this was the catalyst. His cheating wasn't the problem, it was the catalyst. The problem was that this whole life that I had created for myself was someone else's dream. It wasn't my dream. I had been trying to fit myself into this box that I had created for myself, trying to live up to societal expectations, trying to live the dream that had been sold to me by my parents, by magazines, by television. And I realized that I didn't want a corporate career. I didn't want a house on the lake. Didn't want a big house and a bunch of stuff, and I didn't want a husband. Yeah. So I had two. I'm done with those. So I tore my life down to the studs. I walked away from my husband, from my career, and step by step, I decided to rebuild my life and create a life that is unapologetically and authentically me. Along the way, from being a depressed wife to the confident woman standing before you today, I learned what it takes to redefine your reality. And I'd like to share some of what I learned with you today, if that's okay. Thank you. I'm going to share how I figured out what I wanted. I'm going to share how I came up with a plan to get there, and how I was able to stay motivated and keep going through the fear. Because believe you me, this journey was terrifying at times. When I left my husband, I took cans of tuna from the pantry because I was scared that I wouldn't be able to afford to eat. And then it's actually almost 4 years to the day since I left. And now I'm joyfully living my life untethered. My dog and I live in a cute condo. I get to spend my summers off-grid. And instead of 80-hour work weeks stressed out by deadlines and meetings, I get to inspire beautiful women like you to live a life of joy and purpose and fulfillment. Now, I am not recommending that you go to the extremes that I did. I mean, if you want to, I'm there to support you fully. But really, I'm here today to show you that it is possible for you to live your dream. Your dreams are valid. You are important. You are a beautiful, powerful goddess, and you can have anything that you desire.
Woo!
before I could redefine my reality, I had to figure out what I actually wanted. I realized that over the years, as I'd morphed into the good wife, I'd forgotten what actually was important to me. I'd forgotten the things that brought me joy. How many of you have subconsciously followed a path that led you to where you are today? Maybe you stayed in the first job you got out of school because it was safe. Or you married your high school sweetheart because everyone said you guys are great together. Maybe you've always wanted to move away, but you feel a sense of responsibility to stay near your family. You see, it's easy to end up in a situation that you never really agreed to. Slowly, you became less you. How might your life be different if you were to redefine your reality? You might be thinking, it's too late, or it's not possible for me. Anything is possible, and it's never too late. I was in my mid-40s, and I started over. I understand that you're scared. It's okay, I was scared too. But you are more powerful than you know, you're stronger than you know, you have the power to redefine your reality. And so the first step is to figure out what it is that you want. And to do that, I allowed myself to dream. And a vision started to come to me of a life where I could have time to exercise, journal, savor my coffee before work. A life where I could travel when and where I wanted. A life where I didn't have to tread on eggshells or justify my needs. And you know what? Something magical happened. The more clear I got on my vision, that anxiety started to actually melt. And I began to believe that I actually could be happy and that it was possible for me. Once you know what you want, you need a plan to get there. I knew what I wanted, and so I set about doing the work to figure out what was my plan to get where I was going. I knew that I needed to untangle my finances. I deepened my yoga practice, and I retrained as a life coach. Every single day, I took steps, I took action towards my dream. Some days, those steps were bigger than others, and many days, I stumbled and fell. But I got up, and I kept going. And I used little mindset tricks to help me to keep motivated, to keep going. Things like thanking myself when I paid for my groceries or bought dog food. And then I listed my occupation on my property title as goddess. Yeah, my lawyer loves telling that story. These little celebrations help to remind me that I am capable of doing incredible things, and so are you. You are stronger and more capable than you know. You have the power to redefine your reality. What dreams and hobbies have you set on the shelf while you made other things a priority? Maybe writing a book, or perhaps you wanted to learn to swim, or travel to the Yukon. Would you guys be open to trying something a little bit woo with me? Yeah. Awesome, thank you. If it feels comfortable to do so, allow your eyes to close or take an unfocused gaze. Looking at a candle, a flame can be really good if you don't feel like closing your eyes. And just allow your attention to come inwards. Take a nice deep inhale through your nose. And then exhale, sighing out through your mouth. Inhale and release. And then on this next inhale, take in even more air than you did before. Really fill your belly and your lungs, and then hold your breath at the top. Take in a sip more air. And then sigh it out, let everything go. Beautiful. Allowing your breath to return to your natural pattern. Step into your dream. Allow yourself to picture yourself in that dream, in that reality, doing that thing that you let go. What's the expression on your face? What are you wearing? Where are you? Is there anyone else there with you? What are you thinking? What are you feeling? Allow yourself to linger here with each breath, coloring in the details, allowing the power of your vision to permeate your cells. What do you smell? What do you hear? And gently blinking your eyes back open. Doesn't that feel good? Yeah, I love seeing all of your smiling faces, imagining your beautiful reality. Now ask yourself, what is the very smallest step that you can take towards creating that dream as a reality? The very smallest step. If it seems overwhelming, break it down, make it smaller, keep dissecting it until you have the perfect bite-sized chunk. So that might be writing 200 words, Googling swimming lessons, or handing in your vacation request. You got your idea of what your smallest step is? Okay, great. Now, when are you going to do it? Decide when you are going to do it. Because until you take action, it's just an idea. You get to be the catalyst. You get to be the one who decides to make the change. Decide when you're going to take that step and commit to doing it. Commit to yourself. Take a nice deep inhale for me. Exhale, sigh it out, and feel your goodness, feel your power. You have the 3 ingredients you need to redefine your reality. You have a dream, you have a plan, and you have that commitment to yourself. You know what your dream looks like, what it feels like, and how you're going to get there. And now you get to take one step after another to create your dream as a reality. I know you can do it. I did it, and so can you. Because you have the power to redefine your reality. Thank you.